Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, Dave Powell, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Trying to run, it's Hill.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Mack. Look out. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Austin Mack fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, that's one on 3rd down. The quarterback and his target just had to have a little better timing. That ball had to come out a split hair sooner. As a result, though, being late, it gets swatted down, and now we've got 4th.
It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. Deep in the end zone, it's Harbor. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Got some green grass. Turning it on. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Throwing, Sellers. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Drives inside. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
On the run, it's Fuller. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Sellers from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. Dead center, perfect. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first down. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time town in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing, Mack. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
From deep, it's Harbor. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a gap. It's McAllister. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Sellers fires toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Caught behind the line. It's Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last pass completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll try the counter. Driven back.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Now here's Mack. Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights, and they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Harbor. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He's changing the play. Looking for a crease. It's Fuller. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Sellers. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Mack. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Right side, it's Bennett. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Austin Mack. Out wide left, it's Edwards. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Give to the running back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Left side is Rodgers. Alabama multitude of options on second and short. Give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Mack from the gun on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throws it off the RPO. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Sellers to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Fires left. And it's picked off for the third time today. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give. There he goes. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. Right back to the well. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on third down, it's Mack. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Throwing Mack. Looking to the end zone. Makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Sellers. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Out of the backfield, he's open. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Making the adjustment on the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Again, it's Sellers. Rush right in his face. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And we're locked up here in the 3rd. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Now here's Mack. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hand it to the back. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Mack. Stepping to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Hauls it in. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Left side is Rodgers. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this running back has been the only guy how he seems touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. Touchdown tie! And that one will give him the lead.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
On the return, it's Harbor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the 2nd half. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. With the draw, it's Clark. Turning it on. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Sellers. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it on the option. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end, crasher down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of the sport.
Yeah, and I don't consider that really a drop. That's a contested catch he could have made, but nice defense. His body right there on the wide receiver so he can feel it. Receiver, you know, it hit his hands. He could have pulled it in and made the catch, but that was really nice coverage on that play.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Hits inside. It's Hill. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Could be an alley. Past the 20. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Now here's Mack. Into the end zone. Fired into the end zone, incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Fuller. Hard running there. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes a grab on the shot. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. Third down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Sellers to throw. Shoots it to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Sellers to the air again. Quick catch. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking for space. It's Hill.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. If you want to run the football, you want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The rooster crows. They are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Burrowing for yardage. Might have a chance. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Caught, and he's got room. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. He's going for it all. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. He slings it deep to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, they're lighting up the scoreboard, guys, because this QB already has over 200 yards passing, and they're not going to stop at this point. They're having success. So the defense, somebody's got to step up and make a play the way that guy...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Again, it's Sellers. Looking left. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Working the ground game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Motion from the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Austin Mack. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Caught! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football now.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Now here's Mack. Here comes the heat. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The AT unit on the field. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Slips through the line. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Ball is out behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on.
They give it back to him. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Out wide left, it's Rodgers. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Riley. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Might as well run him again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Plows through the defense. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And he missed it. No good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Sellers. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Under pressure. He's taking a deep shot. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. They're all over him. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
4th down, Sellers. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.